typical for what we do. These are some loin back ribs. I've smoked a handful of things, never ribs. Never made ribs in my whole life. So we're gonna give it a try. As usual, I took input from friends, family, and good old YouTube. So first thing we gotta do is get this membrane off here. And most people say they peel right off. I already kind of started and it's been giving me a little trouble. But get these membranes off makes a huge difference. There we go. My understanding is you won't like them with it on there, and from as tough as it is, I'm sure you won't. So real quick, like I said, I got them both started. Get that membrane as much as you can off of there, and then we'll get to it. Next step, learned this from my dad when he does his ribs. A little regular old yellow mustard. You don't need a ton on here. You're just using this kind of as a binder for the rub. Again, I watched guys on the internet as well and just kind of spread it around. So it'll be interesting to see how this turns out, considering I've never done this. We don't eat tons of ribs, but I thought, man, it's kind of a good challenge. And not that we don't like ribs, I have never made them before. We're using Famous Dave's rib rub. A good friend of mine recommended that. Again, something we've never had. I give it a taste. It's got a little bit of heat, lots of spice, garlic, kind of what we like, a little bit of everything. So I'm just going to put this on here, both sides of these, and then I'm going to flip it over. Well, I should say both pieces, and then I'm going to flip it over and do the other side. And we'll do the same thing, same process. We're going to flip it over. I'm going to rub some mustard on it for a binder, and I'm going to put this rub on here. On to the next step, like I told you. Another light coating of mustard. Spread it all around just to get that rub to stick. On with the rub. I may add more of this later in the process. I don't know. Again, I've never done this. The pros always seem to layer their stuff, but again, that's why they're the pros and they know what their product is. A lot of them use their own product. Since we're using somebody else's, we'll start light, let's say, even though this doesn't look that light. Okay, same kind of thing. I'm gonna let it sit just briefly this time, and I'm gonna get them wrapped in foil. It's about as brief as you can get right there. So I'm gonna wrap them down like so. And I'm not gonna wrap these the same as if I was smoking them. I'm just literally gonna wrap them to keep them in the fridge overnight. Putting this rub on, and we're just going to let them sit. Same thing here. Nice and tight. Ball up the ends here a little bit. Let them marinate overnight. So I guess we'll see you tomorrow. It's the next afternoon. These things been in the fridge good, 14 hours or so. They smell fabulous. I got them out and brought them up to room temp basically. They're not quite room temp, but they've been sitting out for about 30 minutes. And you can see that rub's really drawing some of the moisture out of that meat. I got the smoker warming up. I'm going to use hickory chips. And we're going to go throw these on, get started. Okay. Put these bones side down. I don't know if that's right or not. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, we got her smoking. I'll let all my heat out. We'll come back in a couple hours and check on it. And as you can see, set temp 235. I'm gonna keep it there. We're gonna get this started. I will check on them, but we're gonna set this for about 2 hours. So it's been a little over 2 hours. I'm gonna check on them. Oh, we still got some good smoke going. Oh yeah, not too dried out. The front one's a little dry. I'm gonna pull them right now, and I'm gonna wrap them in foil. Bear with me here. I don't have a camera person today. I'm gonna pull one at a time here. Oh, a little hot. And then I'm gonna wrap them up. Again, I know I keep repeating this, but it's my first time doing this, so all you haters, don't hate too much. I'm learning. People say you can use a little liquid. I'm gonna use a little beer. We're gonna use that to moisten these up just a bit here. We're gonna put it back in for a couple hours. Wrap it up. Okay, and then I'm gonna flip them so it's meat side down. No barbecue sauce yet, just rub, a little bit of beer. We're gonna use that beer essentially to steam them and help tenderize them a little bit. So we'll see if this works or not. Okay, back inside the smoker. Another 2 hours. I split them on the racks this time. And then I'm going to stoke the smoke a little bit. Normally I only smoke the first couple hours. Today I'm going to add some jalapenos that I'm going to have smoking in here as well, so I need to smoke it up again. Since the ribs are foiled, they should not take on any smoke. Okay, now it's time to do the ribs. Got some barbecue sauce, a mop here. Got a little over 4 hours total. Been struggling to keep temp on this thing a bit. And here we go. We'll do one at a time. Open these up. Oh, there's what we were after. See, there's some of that juice cooked out. Oh yeah, look at nice and moist. Whew, and hot. So I'm gonna let them sit a minute. And while they're sitting, I'm gonna hit them with a little bit more rub. See if I can do this left-handed. Just a tad. I'm gonna flip them kind of out of that juice a little. And I'm gonna do the same thing on the bottom. You see here, we're getting close to done. And the reason I say that, see, we're getting, I believe they call it pullback. See how the meat has shrunk and it's pulling away from the bones. Now is when I check to see if they're done. And they should, oh yeah, they want to tear easily but not fall apart. And then they're flexible. Nice and flexible. So I'm going to get another coat of this rub, and then I'm going to start putting some sauce on. And we're just going to put them on for roughly another hour. And an hour is just to set this sauce. We're using Sweet Baby Ray's hickory and brown sugar because we're using hickory wood. We want it a little sweet, and our rub's going to give us our heat. So I'm just going to put some on here and spread it around. Like I said earlier, I don't have a mop. First time I've done ribs, and if we like it, maybe I'll worry about it then. In the meantime, this is what we got. And I'll probably spread this around a couple times here. I'm going to put a little more than that. And then I'm going to flip it and do the same thing and put it right back in the smoker, right on the racks. Wow, super juicy, super tender. Like I said, we'll do this with the second one. I probably won't even show you that. Get the idea. Spread it all around. Now I can see the value of a mop a little bit. It's a little less firm, but brush the ends, that sauce on there, and you want more of a glaze, in my preference anyway. I don't like a lot of sauce. I don't think we do, camera lady included, but I could be mistaken. We like the flavor, just not tons of mess.
Yep. If you want the mess, you can always put an extra cup on the side and dip.
There you go. So I'm going to open this up. I'm going to set this back on, and then I'm going to do the other one. Once the other one's in, we're going to give them an hour or so. There we go. In another hour or so, we're almost 6 hours in. Well beyond temp, smoke's done. I'm going to shut the smoker off here. And we'll take a look. Oh wow, they look good.
Smells good.
Smells really good. Okay, now I gotta get them out of there. Do this without dropping them. There we go. Go inside and let them rest for a few minutes, then I'm going to cut them off. Then we're going to eat. They've been cooling for a little bit. They're still plenty hot, so laugh at me while I make faces, but I wanted to cut them. Oh wow. Cut a few of these. Try and stay in the middle. Again, I've never done this. Keep repeating. This is, so far I think we're doing good. We'll see the final test, but look at that. A little bit of a smoke ring. It's not as much as I thought I would get, but I didn't smoke heavy. But these are, they look amazing. The little samples we've had have been amazing. And this is another way you can tell they're done right. See how this bone just comes right out of there? And it's clean for the most part. Except for that. It means I got them right. Smoke flavor is strong, not strong like heavy, but perfect. Like I can taste it. Some ribs I've had that are smoked are not really smoked. Yeah, look at that. The meat's just tender, still holds to the bone. So I'll cut these up and time to eat. We'll show you what it's like. Alright, so time to taste one. Now that they're cut. I'm waiting all day for this. Yep. Not bad at all. Not for my first time, I'm not complaining. Sweet. Not a lot of spice on this one. Very flavorful. Texture is perfect. I want it. See how it comes right out the bone. Alright, time to chow. Thanks for watching.